Okay, I mean, I just have to say today we need to talk about something particular because it's come up about, I don't know, maybe 15 times in the last 2 days, so it must be something important that the universe wants me to say. Because I've talked about it with like multiple people, including patients, family members, friends, you name it. So it's a very interesting idea, and I know that it's definitely a very important concept in psychological theory and also in spirituality, which is that we have to understand that how we narrate ourselves, like the words that we use, the way that we speak about ourselves, is way more important than what other people say about us. And what I mean by that is we can often get really, really into this place of kind of doubt or expectation of others where we kind of say to ourselves, well, is that really true because I trust that person, or that person's in a place of authority? And the truth is that people are going to judge us regardless. They're going to say we're this, we're that, we're the other. They're going to say good things, they're going to say bad things, they're going to say neutral things, or whatever they're going to say, however they're going to perceive us is their own way of looking at their movie, because everybody's running a script, their own life, their own movie, how they perceive their reality. And I think the important thing is to remember like what you say about yourself, your own narration of your life, your possibility, who you want to be, who you say you are, the version you're turning into, the version that you want to change to, the version that you are now. And the truth is that's the most important thing that there is, because that is your perception and that becomes your movie and that becomes your script. So you really want to like be honest with yourself about the way that you say things about yourself and what you take in of others around you, because there's this consumption of judgment and this consumption of critique, but it's natural because we're all humans and we all judge. That's just what we do. We might judge even what we're going to wear today. Like, I like this color over that color, or I feel like this thing today, this to eat, that, we're judging things constantly, whether we're judging just our environment or whether we like a certain person's clothing or our own clothing or a certain color or whatever. It's just based off of like probably some kind of frequency that we're running in our movie. And so, but the important thing to remember as you're evolving as a person and to stay in your own groundedness and your own strong frequency is to understand that you are the one that dictates what your script is and what you say about yourself, and it's really not about what anybody else says. And we have to get clear about that. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be open to other people's constructive criticism, or how asking them for feedback. That's important, and we need to work on our character, and we need to work on being the best people that we can. And I think that's a very important concept in spirituality, that we should constantly be working on our midot and our character and changing and doing things that are better and being the best people that we can. But what I mean by your narrative is just like, what are you running right now? What are you running? If you're running in your mind like, maybe I'm not good at that, or I can't do that, or that's not going to work out. But if you're running the narrative of, even if this is a difficult thing, I'm going to conquer this, I'm victorious, I'm strong, and I'm capable, and I'm you know and I care about my life, and I have integrity. Or you can say the opposite. If somebody judged you and said that you didn't, you could believe what they say, but that might not be true. And it only is true if you believe it. And this isn't about like being self-centered or thinking you're better than anybody. This is about really understanding the energy that you run in the world and the narrative that you speak and what you put out. And so it's very, very clear that the universe wants me to remind us of this, because it's come up so many times in the last couple of days. And yes, it's something I talk to people about over the last 20 something years of working, but still it's still like such an important and prevalent topic. And I just wanted to say that today. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you all are generating the most positive narratives of yourself and how you want to be and who you are, and that you drown out the noise, because there's so much judgment in the world and so much criticism, and if it's for good and if it's for your growth, then you take it in and you love on that and you love those people for helping you. But if it's coming from a place of jealousy or envy or hurt or harm or abuse or trauma, then you need to work on loving yourself and believing your own narrative. Thank you.